Hey guys, Chris here, the RC Geek. We're coming to you from the shop this week, and we have got a sneak peek look today at the new E-flite 1500mm P-51 Mustang. This is brand spanking new. They actually sent this to me early to try and get some video on it. Unfortunately, not able to get it flown yet because based on the holidays and my work schedule. So flight video, full flight review will be coming in a couple of weeks, but I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek assembly review on this really nice looking airplane. E-flite, you know, they have really been engineering some nicely done foam airframes. They've broken the airplane down into about 4 or 5 major components that really just assemble super quickly. So in terms of the assembly itself, guys, it starts out, you just bolt the tail on, it slides through a slot in the fuselage. And then from there it goes to the wings. You bolt the wings on, and what's interesting is they have integrated connectors at the back of the wing saddle that connect the retract and the flap servos as well as the aileron servos. Now, I should note that I did have one issue with one of the bolts in the wing not wanting to seat fully. I had difficulty getting it threads to grab, and so I ended up grinding a small little point on the screw itself, and then that solved that issue entirely, and it went right in. And then once you have the wing on, the outer wing panels are removable. Those slide in with a carbon tube and snap into place. And again, those have integrated connectors there as well. And then that is mostly the assembly. From there, it's onto the propeller, it's 4 individual blades that screw into the prop spinner, and then it goes onto the motor shaft of the airplane. And that is pretty much it. You know, the features, guys, it's got full shock absorbing landing gear. It has full retractable tail wheel, full cycling gear doors, just like the real one. And so they've really done a nice job on the airplane. The panel lines are about right. They're not oversized. They look pretty darn good. Now, in terms of the paint scheme, guys, beautiful finish. They ended up going with a Louis IV paint scheme. You notice the blue camouflage. Well, this is based on a privately owned Louis IV P-51, which has the blue topside. The one that actually served during World War II, the blue is actually green, but this one being based on the privately owned one, it's absolutely scale to that airplane. So, and honestly, the blue looks pretty nice on the airframe. And the silver is really nicely done too. Now, one of the other features, and this is brand new for E-flite, is this airplane features full smart technology. So what that means is using the Spectrum smart batteries, there's a Spectrum smart receiver and speed controller in here, and what that provides is full telemetry of the power system. It'll report to you amps, it'll report to you volts, it'll report to you capacity, so you can monitor your power system in flight. And so what I have here, I've set it up such that hitting this button at the top of the transmitter will give me a report of amps, volts, and temperature. Now, to do that, you go into the voice command settings in the transmitter and you just select ESC, and that'll report all of that stuff for you. So this is brand new for E-flite and Spectrum teaming together to provide this in a bind and fly package, and I expect to see a lot more of this in the future. I am planning to do a full video on the smart technology. I've been playing with their chargers, I've been using the batteries for a while, and I'll give you some tips on how best to utilize that. So in terms of the radio setup, it's all set up per the manual. Like I said, I haven't flown it yet, and I'll give you guys my control throws once I have flown it and tuned those rates in. Make sure that I have all of that as well as my DX file for you guys. But otherwise, we're going to take this outside. I want to do a little taxi testing, give you guys a look at the airframe outside in the sunlight. You know, the taxi testing, we're going to make sure that it's taxiing straight and true and it's ready for that maiden flight. So why don't we head outside and then we'll wrap this up. Taxi time. Man, whose stuff is this? Takes up the whole shop. Alright, so I wanted to give you guys a look at the airplane out in the daylight. It's such a nice looking airplane. The shape just looks really good. The colors are real nice. And so the finish and the smoothness really smooth. So haven't done any taxi testing yet. Unfortunately, not able to fly it yet, but I figured I could talk about the battery. We put it in there, do a quick little taxi test. So in terms of the battery, this is just a Spectrum Smart 5000 pack. I also have a 7000 that I'm going to try in here. But the cool thing is, you know, it's got the slidable tray, so you strap it onto the tray, just slide that in there, and then we'll plug it in. Alright, we got power. Want to make sure this thing tracks straight before I take it to the field, so let's see how it does. Alright, everything was nice and straight, so that's good. I think we're ready to take this to the field. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that until I get back from a work trip, but as soon as I have that, I'll get that posted for you guys and let you know how this airplane is. It really looks nice. They've done a great job on the shape. The size is really great, and it's got some really nice features. Super simple to assemble, and so really excited to see how this goes. And you guys will be the first to know once that posts. Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to follow along at the RC Geek. I've posted a whole bunch of pictures there on my Facebook and Instagram pages, so you can see more on this in pictures on the assembly and the airplane itself. And so, thanks again, guys, and until next time, I'll see you at the field.